Grab one.
Okay, I'll grab this one. How do you give evidence of God's existence to skeptics? That's a really, really good one because this is something I wrestle with. I speak a lot with non-Christians, and I've tried different avenues and different things. I think Dan actually gave several of them that I think that are good. The origins of the universe, the fine-tuning of the universe, morality, these kind of reasons I think are all valid and are all really good reasons that point to the existence of something. As the person who sent in the question after his talk, it doesn't necessarily prove Christianity, but it does raises doubt to a world without any kind of divine being at all. So I think I point to a lot of those reasons to give demonstration that there is some kind of being out there, that it's completely rational to believe that there is something out there. But I think another thing that I also do is I also don't think I always need to be the one to give evidence. I also look at my non-Christian friends and say, what is the evidence that you have that atheism is true? Right? I spend my life speaking to people about the evidence for Christianity. What is the evidence for atheism? And the answer I usually get from my atheistic friends is, well, we are rejecting a belief, so therefore we don't have to have evidence for ours. We are just saying it's a non-belief. Atheism is non-belief. But you're saying you are an atheist, so you are believing that there is no God. Our words have values to them. They have truth statements to them. And so oftentimes I try and get answers from them. What is the evidence for atheism? Not the evidence against Christianity, against Islam, against Hinduism, against whatever. What is the evidence that you have that your belief is true? And so that's one of the questions that I oftentimes pose to people. I haven't really gotten a great answer on that yet, I'll tell you now. So maybe you guys will have better luck with that. But I just generally don't get good answers from my skeptic friends as to the evidence for why they believe. And it's interesting because they think we have a blind faith. But I often wonder who is the blind faith after all. So I think I would do origins. I think I do fine-tuning. I look at morality. I ask people the evidence that they have. But I think also another thing that I do is I also point to our inner desires for certain things in life, whether it's inner desires for fulfillment, whether it's inner desires to connect with something greater, something bigger than us. And why do we have these desires for something that we never seem to find fulfillment for in life? And Dan touched on that as well. So I think those are a lot of the things that I look at and then specifically give evidence for Christianity.
Yeah, and for our next question,